Welcome back to That Dad Guy. I've got one more video to do from my trip to Montreal, and that's to show you all the postcards that I got while I was up there. I showed you the concert we went to. I gave you kind of a day-to-day activities of what we did while we were there getting my daughter ready for university. And so I still had these postcards that I bought while I was up there, and I hadn't had the chance to show you, so I thought I would do a postcard haul video. Hopefully you'll like it. They're all based around Quebec places. So first one I want to show you is this one here. So this is the map of Canada. These are the flags of all the provinces and the 3 territories, and you kind of link them into which one's which. So if you were to pause the video now, you could try to figure out which flag goes which province, which territory, and if you're super smart, you also know which one is our national flag. So there's that postcard. There's this postcard. So these Inukshuk you find all around, well, you find them all around the world, but Inukshuk in the Inuit language is meaning in the likeness of a human. So that's kind of what this rock formation is all about. Then I have this one here of maple leaves, as the maple leaf is the symbol of Canada. Very cool card, different seasons there. And then this one we have a teepee. So it's a First Nation house back in the old days. And you've got some snowshoes there. So some people ask for cards of Aboriginals, or they ask for winter scenes or traditional dress. So I thought it was kind of would be a good card for those people. Here we've got a husky. You see lots of Canadian husky dogs around. They pull dog sleds in the north, and they're pets here. So we used to have a husky German Shepherd mix named Darwin. He was the cutest dog. Here is another First Nations themed card, the teepee card there incorporated there, some headdresses, all sorts of different national costumes. And then we have a Montreal specific card of different sites that you're going to see if you come to Montreal, including the Olympic Dome there, the Big O they call it. And there's some other scenes there along the carriages, beautiful cityscapes. And then here's a winter version of that. So people that like cards in winter and snow, this has a little bit of that here in the middle, different seasons of Montreal. And then we have this one. This is actually the city of Quebec, Boulevard Champlain, and this is in the fall. Here's another one of Quebec showing some waterfalls, some natural beauty, bridges. Tried to find cards that were about all sorts of different things. Here you go. This is Old Montreal, Vieux Montréal. Another shot here. This is on St. Paul Street. So you get the idea of some of the difference in the buildings. When you're in Montreal, you can either be in the kind of the business district and all the modern buildings, or you can go down to Old Montreal. You can kind of see how they're a little bit narrower and the old style of the buildings. And speaking of dog sledding from before, here we have an image of dog sleds. So those of you, once again, that like animals or like nature or like winter or like activities, that should be a good one. Including another one here. You've got the gentleman who's made an igloo up there. Lots of snow, the frozen falls. And these are the scenes I think sometimes people think that Canada is like all year round. We think that Canada is a frozen wasteland. It's not like this all year round, but we do have winter, and sometimes our winters look like this. So when you come out after a big snowfall's come down, your car may be covered in snow and you may have to clean it all off before you get going anywhere. And that's why I got a few like this. Montreal sometimes has very harsh winters, especially in the downtown, because the winds and things get trapped between the skyscrapers, and it's brutally cold. So when I was there at university at McGill, my first year, it was really cold. And they have this beautiful underground city, which is nice. You can go into the malls, the movie theaters, everything's underground. So it is possible to do shopping and things like that without ever going up above ground. And here we have another one here. This is the Saint Joseph's Oratory on Montreal. And we We talked about the Big O. This is the Stade Olympique and the Biodome. Here's another one of those Montreal winter scene postcards. And another scene of old Montreal, Vieux Montréal. This is the Église Notre-Dame, one of the nicest churches in America. And I think it's talking North America when I read that on the back. It is a beautiful church. And here's the inside of it, the Basilica Notre-Dame. Very ornate. And there's Chateau Frontenac in Quebec City. And Quebec City is the capital of Quebec. We traveled through it briefly on our way home. And here you kind of have the downtown view of Montreal. And for those of you who like the Northern Lights, the Aurora Borealis, here we go. The Aurora Borealis. We have another Montreal cityscape showing different seasons, and one just showing winter, maybe your walk commute. Very beautiful with the snow and the trees and things like that, but dress appropriately. Same again here. All right, if you've been to Montreal, maybe you've got a been there, done that map. You want to check off all the things you saw while you were in Montreal. This would be the perfect postcard. It's also a good postcard if you haven't been to Montreal. If you want to see what some of the sites are you should see while you're there, that is one of them. Maybe you want a Canada license plate. I thought that was kind of a cool postcard. This is kind of a greetings from Canada card. For those of you that collect flags, there is the Quebec flag. So I got two of those. And then this one I really like. It's a black and white of Montreal. Really cool. I really like that one. I should have got more of them, but when I went into the souvenir shop, I wasn't sure how many souvenir shops I was going to hit while I was there. So I went to 2 while I was there and got all this. I could have gotten a lot more. I probably should have gotten more, but I know I'm going to be back to Montreal with my daughter there at university, so I'll have an opportunity to replenish and get more cards in the future. And I'm starting to get quite a few of the cards that I need, and a lot of Canadian ones too to send. So with the cards that my brother sent me from Toronto and Ontario, and now the ones I now have from Quebec and Montreal, plus the local ones I've accumulated here from New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island, Nova Scotia, I got a good amount that I can send out to people. And people have been generous and have sent me other things too. So I still have my boxes of Doctor Who or Dungeons and Dragons. There's all sorts of theme cards in there. So I think I've got enough to get going, and that's good because I've got lots of postcards to write. I did well this weekend. I think I wrote, well, I've done well. I've gotten quite a few out. My hands still are functioning, so that's good. I will have more to do this week, and I still have more videos coming out this week too. So I have these stamps that came from Kyler. So I'm going to show you a video on what he sent me. So that video is still to come out. I don't know. I won't spoil it. There'll be videos coming out, I'm sure. So stay tuned, watch, and have a magical week. What, Polo? You say like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?